Hey there, I'm Genevieve. If you're watching this, it's probably because you are looking for a therapist. You've been shopping around, and I want to start by saying I know what a difficult process that can be. So thank you for taking the time as I just answer a few questions here. First, the first and most frequent question is what's my rate? And my rate is 130 for individuals and 150 for couples. I don't have any sliding scale and I don't accept insurance. There's reasons for that I could go into. Um, Basically, I understand that therapy is expensive, and this kind of bleeds into the next question, which is how long should you expect to be in therapy? I'm not the kind of therapist to see if you're looking for someone long term, weekly, forever. I like to see clients during big changes in their life, during big experiences. And so I like to tell people you'll be in therapy for a season. And that's a lot of the reason I don't do sliding scale and I don't take insurance because I don't want to create a kind of dependency on me. I think that it's important that our relationship is really clear and that basically it's not necessarily long term. You see me for as long as you need to see me, and maybe you come back later if something else happens in your life. But I don't want you to feel tied into a good deal. And next, the next question is sort of like what happens in therapy, what goes on. Weird stuff is the answer. Like weird magic is what goes on. Basically, I don't leave you alone. I stay with you the whole time, whatever you're going through. And, there's treatment goals and there's plans and there's things that we want when we come into therapy. In fact, that's a really good question to ask yourself right here, which is, what do you want your life to look like? Why are you reaching out? And if you have a very clear answer to that, then that's the direction in which we go. But I don't get you there. You get you there. I just make sure you're not alone. And I follow you on that path and I keep pointing you in that direction of what you want. Another good thing that I'm really good at is helping you hear your own voice. Sometimes, especially when we're in the midst of a lot of change or stress, or we're in the midst of a big loss or grief in our life, it's like we lose the ability to understand ourselves or to know where we are or what's going on or what we even want. And if you're there, then a lot of what we do is just really deep listening, really deep being with that sort of unknowing. I will absolutely sit in the unknown with you. Okay, so next question is, do you have to make art? So my background is in expressive arts therapy. There definitely will be creativity in the room and symbolic words and maybe even some playlists being made, maybe even a little bit of dancing if we're lucky, but it is not required that you make visual art. You do not need to be an artist. You do not need to feel like you have a lot of creative talent or even a creative history. Creativity is, in my opinion, a lot like sexuality. Like we just all have it. It looks different for all of us, and it's just a part of who we are. And so your creativity is going to show up in a unique way. And I do genuinely believe that our creative impulses and our creative desires are a lot of where we evolve or what we heal from. So creativity will absolutely be in the room. There's no way it couldn't be. And it might show up in strange sort of woo invitations, but everything is an invitation that I give you. Nothing is an order or a directive. And if it works for you, do it. If it doesn't, we're going to do what does. And the final question is, where am I located? So I am seeing a few clients in person right now, but I really only see my clients in person on an as-needed basis. I don't see people regularly in person. I do my regular sort of like weekly or bi-weekly counseling. That all happens online. So there's an option to meet in person, but it's not mandatory and it's not something to expect every week. Okay, so those questions answered. Yeah, give me a call. Set up a free call. We can chat more. We can get a feel for each other and see if we're a good fit to work together. Again, I know that looking for a therapist is difficult. It's challenging because it takes a lot of bravery to admit, you know what? Yeah, I'm in enough pain that I need some support, or I need some help or some guidance here. And if you're in that place where you need that support and that help and that guidance, I understand how vulnerable that place is. And I hope that you find exactly what you're looking for, genuinely, because we all deserve the right to our whole selves. All right.